Hi guys, welcome in if you are a first time viewer. Welcome back if you are a returning viewer. Thank you for your likes, your comments, your subscribes, and to those of you who have booked a personal reading with me, please keep in mind that these are general messages, so do not take them personally. Take the messages that resonate and leave the rest behind. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can find that information in the description box below. So let's pull some energy surrounding the new moon. Happy new moon, guys. Today is November 1st, and if you study numerology, then you know that one symbolizes new beginnings, and so do new moons, right? Fresh start, new beginning, new perspectives, new ways of seeing things, right? So let's get into this message to see what energy comes out. What message do you have for the collective at this time regarding the energy surrounding the new moon? Help me to articulate a clear and concise message in order for it to be received in the way that you want it to best be received. Help me to see what it is that I need to see to get the message across as clear as possible. And help me to deliver any messages that you deem worthy in order to serve your highest good, for the highest good of humanity with harm to none. What messages do you have for the collective at this time regarding the energy surrounding the new moon? I don't know. I can't really get away from this combination. It pulls me every time I sit down at this table. Something is requiring your attention. There's something requiring your attention that either it's something that you're very passionate about, or it's something that requires your passionate desire or your passionate essence, or it requires your fire in order to kind of feel grounded in a sense, right? So however this is going to resonate for you, please keep in mind that these are general messages. So there's something that you provide, like a sense of, like you provide a spark, you provide a source of inspiration. You provide a new perspective, a new mindset, right? There's something that you kind of help ground in a sense, right? You help make things more realistic. You help bring things to sort of a stable place, a secure place, right? So whether this is in the workplace, right, you bring order, you bring security, you bring organization, you bring flow, right? You bring connections, you bring effective communication. You are a vital part of the team, right? Whether this is in the home space, right? However this is going to resonate for you, it's just that same frequency that wherever you are, you kind of provide that sense of order. You provide that sense of organization. You also bring that fire, that inspiration, that new perspective, right? That you have a lot to offer, right? Your presence holds a very strong value. You have a very strong presence. But it's almost as if like your presence provides a sense of strength in a way, right? Again, it provides that order. It helps makes things make sense, right? You help to make things make sense. You come with solutions, right? And you may be the kind of person who kind of stands in solidarity, right? Where you are not necessarily alone, but you kind of move in this place of integrity. You move in this place of grace, right? You move in this space of generosity, right? You carry a lot of power, right? It's almost like a very forceful energy, right? You are a force, right? You have you may have certain expectations or certain viewpoints that are not necessarily common, but they are very grounded and rooted in wisdom, research, knowledge, introspection, right? So you have a lot of depth to you as well, right? And that in a sense also it helps to bring that demanding essence towards your presence, right? You're not someone that can be controlled. You are very free-spirited. You demand respect. You demand truth. You demand honesty, right? Your presence demands attention, whether you want it or not. It's just something that comes naturally for you, right? Whether you go seeking for attention or not, your presence alone demands attention just because you carry that much power. You carry that much wisdom. You carry that much depth, right? You bring that much value to the spaces that you enter, right? Clarified, demanding. Queen of Cups. Again, you have a lot to offer. You're very nurturing. You are attentive to the detail. Ace of Wands, a new beginning, a new inspiration. You provide, again, that new perspective. Look, the moon. And look what she's laying on. It's in the shape of a new moon, right? So there's definitely like again, like there's and it's almost a sense of like the places that you enter or the spaces that you take up or the connections that you build or however this is going to resonate for you. It's almost as if like once they kind of come in contact with your light, it's almost as if that they become attracted to it like a moth, right? Like a moth to a flame. It's almost like that need for warmth, that need for your presence, that need for your knowledge, that need for your wisdom, that need for your nurturing, your care, your understanding, your perspective, your empathy, right? Your attention to detail. You carry something, right? With the moon, you have very intuitive, right? And so again, you're able to kind of feel the spaces in areas that other people don't always have the ability to see, right? And so with this new moon, it may be bringing you an opportunity to kind of use that desire, use that passion, use that attention to detail, use your sense of nurturing or your care, right? There may be an opportunity that is presenting itself to you that is going to require your love. It's going to require your attention, right? It's going to require your effort, your nurturing, your care, your attention to detail, right? It's going to require that like mothering energy that you carry within you, right? Because you, again, create this sense of home. So again, whether this is a career space, whether you're relocating to a new area, whether you're creating a new connection, whether you're embarking on a new passion, you are seeking towards a new lifestyle, building a new faith, right? Whatever it is, it's going to create an opportunity that, again, may kind of re-spark something within you, right? For you to feel this space where you feel intuitively guided, right? Because you kind of have this ability to see things within the emotions of others that aren't necessarily on the forefront, right? And so again, whatever this space is, it's going to require your attention in that matter, right? It's going to require you creating a sense of home and a sense of security and that safe space within this new beginning, within this new phase, within this new passion, within this new desire, within this new project, right? However this is going to resonate for you, right? But this can also be something that is going to reignite, right? Because I'm being brought to the attention of the seahorse, right? And seahorses have like millions of babies at once, right? They carry, and so this new beginning is going to bring forth a lot of new opportunities for you, right? It's going to, again, create the space of many new things to be carried throughout this new beginning, right? Again, this can be new businesses, this can be new ideas, new creative endeavors, new relationships, new connections, new networking opportunities. However this is going to resonate for you, there's a lot of newness, right? A new perspective, a new beginning that is going to be something that you have not been expecting, but it's going to bring you a sense of stability and security within your emotions, right? It's going to help to bring a sense of stability, right? Whereas before, your emotions may have been like fluctuating very often. This is going to bring a very stable offer towards your emotions and how they're carried out. Clarified generosity. The High Priestess. Knowledge, wisdom, depth, understanding, right perspective, the seer. You have a lot of knowledge of the unknown. You know a lot of things that most people don't know about, right? And look at the 11 on that card. Also 444. Only wanted one. The Warrior of Swords and the Eight of Wands. This may be something that may come in fast for you, right? Again, you may be receiving a lot of Queen of Swords. You may be receiving a lot of information. You may be receiving a lot of knowledge, a lot of messages, a lot of communication, right? There may be a lot of different talks surrounding, because the Eight of Wands symbolizes communication, right? But it's fast communication. It also may be communication that is happening at a distance from you, but when it comes in, it's going to come in very quickly, right? With the intention of moving something forward, right? Again, this could be something that you're manifesting, or something that you have intuitively been following the guidance towards, right? Even if you weren't sure what direction this was going to take you in, right? You may have kind of felt removed from the actions you were taking, right? Kind of moving by faith and not by sight. Even though you were still taking action, you were doing so intuitively without necessarily having the physical affirmation that it was going to come to pass, right? Again, you are moving by faith and not by sight, right? Following your intuition, because you felt guided towards something that was going to come to pass maybe in the future, right? But again, whatever this is it's the 11. It's two realities coming together within one present moment, right? So again, this is where your intuition meets the confirmation within this present moment, right? 11:11 or 11:1, right? 3. That's creation, right? So this is the cycle where things start to manifest within the physical, right? This is the frequency of things being made known within the presence of your physical reality, where you're able to see it, right? The tangible results of your faith, the tangible results of your efforts, the tangible results of your intentions, right? Of your communication, right? Because again, you may have a very strong communication or very strong connection to source, to God, to the universe, right? To the frequencies around you, to you just may have a very strong sixth sense in a sense, right? You are this is a very spiritual energy, so definitely very connected to the spiritual world, right? But again, like following your discernment is what is bringing forth these tangible results within this physical reality, right? Clarify untamable, Six of Wands, because the Six of Wands speaks to like a celebrity energy. It speaks to like being in the forefront of something, people looking up to you for influence. There are a lot of eyes on you, right? And that's that untamable desire. So again, the wheel. Clarify this Five of Wands. This can be you kind of overcoming some sort of fear or some sort of challenge regarding being placed in the forefront, gaining a lot of attention, right? But again, you naturally attract a lot of attention. That can be good attention and that can also be bad attention, right? Because you can bring in a lot of attention naturally, and because your presence just naturally demands the attention, right? Because your presence demands the room, right? You kind of have this energy where it just like, again, your presence just demands the frequency of the room, right? And so because you have this character trait about yourself, there are people who support you, there are people who admire you, right? There are people who kind of look up to that aspect within you because they, again, see that as a sense of inspiration. They see that as a sense of motivation. They see you as a good guide, a good role model, a good mentor, someone who is a good leader and would be great to kind of follow, inspire, and motivate others. On the other side, there's also a lot of jealousy, right? People who kind of create gossip. They try to create just chaos and things out of spite because they also admire those things within you, but they don't really know how to articulate. So it comes off as jealousy. It comes off as spite. It comes off as like creating confusion or chaos or them not wanting you to succeed in a sense. So definitely be mindful of that because you are in the public eye, right? And that doesn't necessarily mean that you are, it just means that you can be in the forefront of something, right? You can be a leader in a sense, right? So again, a leader within your career, a leader within your community, a leader within a project you're working on or a passion project, or you can have like a public platform where people are able to have access to you publicly, right? Or you can just be someone who gets on a stage and has like an audience, right? But you're someone who, again, is in the forefront of the people, right? And again, that can bring both positive and negative frequencies with the wheel here. But with this new beginning here, that is what you have kind of manifested in a sense, right? You have manifested this frequency of being seen, right? Because again, if in the past you may have struggled with being seen, you may have struggled with being taking up space or making your presence known, right? Now you're in that space where your past meets your present, right? Where you desire to have people just to see you for who you are, right? And not for what it is that you had to offer, right? Or again, just to be acknowledged by the presence or the people around you or the instances or the environment or the world around you, right? That frequency, that new beginning is that energy is coming in with this new moon. Where again, it's going to bring a shift within your life. But within that shift, right, it's that wheel of karma, right? Things are changing. It's going from nothing to something, right? Things are being enlightened. Things are being brought to the forefront, right? And so again, also be mindful again that those being on the forefront comes with positive support, and it also comes with negative judgments. But you yourself have to remain grounded in a sense where you don't let that sway who you are either way, right? Because being swayed in either direction can have a negative effect, right? If you allow people to become too much of a support, that they begin to idolize you, then it will kind of knock you off of your place of groundedness and may encourage you to kind of exist more within your ego, and you may kind of lose that sense of reality, right? And on the other hand, if you allow people to, if you feed into the overly negative comments or the jealousy or the spite or people who despise and try to cause chaos and confusion, right? That can also cause anxiety, depression, a sense of self-inflicted wounds where like it kind of diminishes your faith, or it kind of diminishes your self-worth. Or so just definitely be mindful of remaining present, right? And not to sway too far into either or, but to remain grounded within your presence and within your faith, right? So that you're able to stay balanced within the world, that in the reality in which you are creating, right? So that your karma stays balanced, right? Because again, falling too far into either direction will cause your karma to shift, right? Like the phases of the moon, it's ups and downs, it comes and goes, right? I do want to pull one card on this Eight of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, right? This Eight of Wands is bringing in a new beginning. This is another ace. We have two aces on the board. We also have the 11 card on the board, right? So definitely new beginnings, right? Again, there's communication, there's talks, there's efforts, there's drive being put forth towards a new beginning, a new opportunity, right? A new space of creation, a new space of currency, right? A new avenue of wealth, right? I'll say in a sense, right? Where again, it can help to create another sense of stability and security for you within the reality in which you're already existing. So definitely beautiful energy surrounding this new moon. Very powerful presence, very good offerings, it seems like. But again, definitely keep in mind that you need to stay balanced, right? And not get too caught up in the idolization of being in the forefront, but also, again, not allowing the words and the perspectives of other people to kind of change who you are. Right? Remain grounded in your sense of self. Remain grounded in your sense of identity. Right? Know who you are, so that moving forward, you're able to kind of, again, have control and have balance over the karma in which you're receiving. So let's pull 4 cards. One card for what we can learn as the major lesson surrounding this message. One card for the opportunities we can create surrounding this message. One card for what we can meditate on as the focus of this message. And one card for the new cycles and habits we can innovate to contribute to our growth and expansion surrounding this message. Definitely beautiful energy. Very meditative, very peaceful. It seems like it's very well deserved. You put in a lot of effort. You put in a lot of work. You put in a lot of attention, right? This is something that you're worthy of, something you're deserving of, right? You deserve to be acknowledged for your hard work. You deserve to receive support for the efforts that you have been put into, right? Nobody is put on this earth to kind of get through it alone, right? Nobody is meant to be alone within this life. If you were, you would be the only one on this planet, right? We are all meant to, again, exist within that sense of community, right? So again, you may have in the past struggled with receiving help, with receiving attention, maybe within receiving accolades for your efforts. But again, don't let those past habits, don't let those past grievances stop you from where you're going, right? Because again, it seems as if you are getting ready to receive a lot of acknowledgement for the things you have achieved. You're getting ready to receive a lot of support for the success you have made thus far, right? And so definitely learn how to take compliments with grace. Learn how to take compliments with a sense of balanced acceptance, right? It's okay to receive acknowledgement for the things that you have achieved, for the effort that you have put in, for the work that you have, for the challenges that you've overcome, right? For the spaces that you have created, right? For the life you have sustained. You deserve support, right? You don't have to, again, maintain in this solitary energy, right? Because you don't carry a solitary energy. You carry a generous energy, right? Again, where you provide a lot of value to the spaces in which you enter. Whether, again, that's when you walk into a room, you just automatically change the frequency. Or when you just provide a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom, a lot of support to those around you, right? You provide, again, that sense of organization. You provide that sense of stability, that sense of security, right? You create a sense of groundedness. You bring balanced effort, right? You create a safe and secure space wherever your presence is placed, right? And so, again, you deserve to have acknowledgement for that. You deserve to receive for the things that you provide. One card for what we can learn as the major lesson. Alchemy, balance, soul forgiveness, right? Again, you provide that sense of balance for the spaces in which you present yourself in, right? You bring balance, you bring security, you bring safety, you bring organization, you bring new perspectives, you bring new opportunities, you bring life, right? And so because you are this alchemist who kind of shifts the environments in which you present yourself in, that energy is being reciprocated back to you, right? This is the universe's gift to you. We've been talking about the fact that the universe, God, the Most High Source, has a surprise for you. And this is that reciprocation energy. You see the 3 and the 8, that's 11, right? 8 is also abundance. It's also wealth, right? And 3 is also creation, right? So again, if you study numerology, look up 3, look up 8, look up 11, right? Look up 444, right? Look up 5. 5 brings change. 5 brings shifts. 4s bring stability. 4s bring security, right? 4s bring safety. 2s bring balance. 2s bring a dual perspective. 2s bring balanced effort, right? So definitely, if you feel called, 6 brings reciprocation, right? It's a giving and receiving energy. It's that energy of alchemy. Whereas 8 brings abundance. It brings wealth. It brings overflow, right? And so that's kind of the energy that's surrounding this frequency, right? 8 and 2, right? So definitely look up those numbers if you feel called. I will try to remember to put them in the comments if I can. One card for the opportunities we can create surrounding this message. Awakening, liberation, another 4, right? You're creating that, again, that sense of safety, that sense of security, and that sense of stability, right? This is the space where this new moon is bringing in that opening, right? It's bringing in those new opportunities. It's bringing in that sense of new inspiration, those new perspectives, those new passionate desires, those new sources of inspiration, things to kind of get your creative ideas flowing, new sources of motivation to keep you inspired, to keep you growing, to keep you flowing, right? There's a level of support that is coming in to kind of lift you up so that you don't have to carry yourself, right? One card for what we can meditate on as the focus of this message. Radical rebirth with fearless love. And look, it's Oshun. Always love when she graces the table. And look, 5, change, shift, right? Again, this new moon is bringing in that new beginning. So again, meditate on the type of love you give. Meditate on the type of abundance. You see the peacock in the behind Oshun, right? Peacocks, again, represent abundance. She's dripped in gold, right? Look up Oshun if you're not aware of who she is, right? There's a very lucrative energy that is coming through within this new moon. A very creative energy, right? Something that creates a sense of firmness, right? It creates longevity is the word that I'm looking for, right? It creates security. It creates stability. It creates a frequency of abundance where it continues to inspire. It continues to grow, right? It continues to show support, right? It continues to teach you lessons and to be there as a sense of strength for you in those times where you need that extra boost, right? Because again, you are somebody who again already obtains these qualities, but this new beginning is going to offer in addition to whatever it is that you already provide, right? That's that generosity energy. It's going to add to the value in which you already obtain, right? It's going to add to the grace. It's going to add to the strength, the support, the forgiveness, the inspiration, the knowledge, the wisdom, anything that you can think of, right? It's going to add to the abundance in which you have already created for yourself, right? This is unconditional love. This is an overwhelming force of love coming in for you, of support, right? And not overwhelming as in a sense of burdening, but overwhelming in a sense of it's consistent, right? The well that never runs dry, right? You never have to worry about not having enough, right? Not having enough time, not having enough space, not having enough acknowledgement, not having enough wisdom, not having enough strength, right? Not having enough support, not having enough inspiration, not having enough peace, right? There will always be more than enough within this new beginning that is presenting itself to you, right? Because again, it's creating that sense of change, right? The wheel of karma was at the bottom of the deck a second ago. So there's definitely a shift within your karma that is coming in to support the growth in which you have already created for yourself, right? And one more card for the new cycles and habits we can innovate to contribute to our growth and expansion surrounding this message. Resistance would speak up. So again, not being afraid to use your voice, right? Again, this new space, this new beginning is going to create that opportunity for you to be on the forefront. And again, you may be met with resistance. You may be met with people who do not agree. You may be met with people who do not support, people who are jealousy, people who do things out of spite, right? People who try to discourage, people who try to cause confusion or try to create chaos within whatever it is that you're creating, right? But again, remember to stay grounded within what it is you're creating, right? Try not to, again, try not to sway in either direction. Try not to get too caught up in the idolization, but also try not to get too caught up in the discouragement that you become depressed and lose your sense of self in either direction, right? Remain grounded within this new space. Remain grounded within these new opportunities that are presenting themselves to you, right? Because you are opening yourself up to a new world, right? You're getting ready to discover yourself in a new way, right? You're getting ready to discover yourself in a completely new sense, in a completely new environment, in a completely new world, right? So again, you're getting ready to explore your knowledge in a different sense, your wisdom in a different sense, right? You're getting ready to explore the values that you bring to the table are getting ready to be expanded in such a way that you're getting ready to be able to see who you are and how you show up in the world around you, right? So definitely remain grounded in that sense, again, where you don't get caught up in the direction of either way, but you remain centered within yourself and connected to God, the Most High, so that you are aware of you remain aware of the intention in which you are creating and what you are creating, right? And within the direction in which you're moving within your purpose, right? Don't lose sense of self, because if you lose your sense of self, you may lose your sense of purpose, right? But that is the message that I have for you guys. I hope that it resonates. I know that if you made it to the end of this video, you have found something in it that is worthy and valuable to you. Please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you like the way that I read. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. Bye.